Hey there, welcome to Kevin's Garage. Today I'm going to be fixing up two sailboats that I got that have been sitting under the tree for the past 15 or 20 years. As you can see, they're a little green and they need a little bit of help. So let's take a look at them. I know I said both boats, but this video is specifically about the green sailboat. Be sure to subscribe to get notified when the video for the white sailboat gets released. So as you can see, this one's definitely in pretty rough shape. So let's get cleaning. I did a ton of research on this boat and ultimately wasn't able to find out who the manufacturer was. It has a lot of design cues from WD Shock Capri and Lido, but those are both 14-foot boats and this one's only 11 feet. If you happen to know who made this boat, let me know in the comments. So I got the boat all cleaned up and it's looking pretty good. There's still a little bit of sap and some other stuff on it, but nothing that a little bit more cleaning will take care of. But for now, it's back on the trailer. Also, while I had it off the trailer, one of the bunks ended up being rotten, so I replaced that too. I think this trailer bearing's bad, so I replaced it. The rigging wasn't complete, so I ordered some new parts. So to finish off the rigging, I got some new turnbuckles and some new quick links. We'll go ahead and put them on and get the mast up. As you can see, the seat was all rotted out, so I removed it and used it to trace a template on a new piece of marine plywood. I then covered it in Cetal Marine Natural Teak. I like the orange tint it has to it. The dagger board was more of a haggard board, so I ground down the edges where the wood was already exposed and recovered it with marine epoxy to keep it from rotting. Now onto the transom. I knew this was going to be a bigger project as it was soft and spongy in one spot. The wood trim on the back was thankfully not rotted, but still needed some help. I cut out the rotten area and a little bit extra until I reached dry wood. Some wood around the dagger board hole was also rotten but dry. I treated it with wood hardener and later used fiber reinforced body filler to reshape it. For the rest of the transom that was in good shape, I drilled 3-inch holes and filled it with penetrating epoxy just to reinforce it. I epoxied the new part of the transom in place and then filled the gaps with fiber reinforced filler. On a powerboat, I would have replaced the whole transom, but since this transom sees very little stress, I wasn't worried about just replacing a small section. After sanding everything down, it was ready for paint. The green seats heated up a lot in the sunlight, so I painted them white to save bums. The painting on video is abridged since it's a lot of the same thing over and over. Prime, dry, and sand. 3 times, do the same with paint. I used bright side single part polyurethane and it came out great. The rolling and tipping method was an easy process. I also repainted a few of the metal hardware pieces, and then everything was ready to be reassembled. I made sure to seal up the holes in the plywood with 5200 to make dang sure it wouldn't rot again for a very long time. I designed and 3D printed this block to protect the transom while the mast is down. I did the same for these 2 plates for the small electric trolling motor that's going on the boat. With everything loaded up, I headed out to the lake for its maiden voyage. Unpacking and prepping the boat was easy to do single-handed. Well, here I am, enjoying the fruit of my labor. Awesome day out today, just the perfect day for sailing. Just the right amount of wind out here on Lake Ballinger, just north of Seattle. I couldn't be happier with this boat. Anyway, I'm going to keep sailing, so don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you later.